God bless you, Judge Barrett. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman.
18 hours of questioning down, 2 important votes to go. Amy Coney Barrett left the Senate Judiciary Committee almost certain her nomination will go forward. Each senator had just 20 minutes of questions on the third day of the hearing to fill the vacancy on the US Supreme Court, but it still led to some interesting exchanges.
And it raises many questions.
There are those who suggest Donald Trump could face criminal charges for his conduct in office if he loses next month's election. So the question, could he give himself a pardon?
So far as I know, that question has never been litigated. That question has never arisen. That question may or may not arise, but it's one that calls for legal analysis of what the scope of the pardon power is. So because it would be opining on an open question when I haven't gone through the judicial process to decide it, it's not one on which I can offer a view.
Democrats also continued to push for clarity on the judge's position on the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare as it's known in the US. The Supreme Court is scheduled to hear a case on the ACA 1 week after the election, where the cover for pre-existing conditions could be scrapped, affecting 23 million Americans. Judge Barrett has criticised previous court decisions which protected the act, but insists that doesn't mean she's already made a decision on what happens next.
I think you're suggesting that I have some hostility to the ACA, which I assure you that I don't. And I think, Senator Durbin, there's actually something you and I agree on here. Judicial activism is bad from either side.
Republicans have been criticised for pushing ahead with the nomination. The argument, they should have waited until the election was over. But the strategy to go now has led Republicans to believe they will be successful.
Very little of the time we've spent in here has concerned her record as a judge, her 20 years as a respected scholar. Instead, much of this hearing has focused on political attacks directed at President Trump.
Many times again, Judge Barrett refused to comment on cases and subjects that might end up in front of the Supreme Court, even when asked if immigration policies that separated parents from children were wrong. There's a growing acceptance that if the Democrats are going to stop this nomination, it's not going to happen here in committee. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, on Capitol Hill.